ate noodles with no packet. Cereal with the canned milk.
All right, it now appears that Sneako and his former daddy Tate, holy are now beefing. I do want to say Sneako used to glaze the F out of Andrew Tate. It's almost as if he forgot who his real biological father was and just used Andrew Tate as his adopted dad. Apparently, Andrew Tate just came out with big news exposing Sneako.
It's not really big news. This is probably like 2 weeks old, bro. But I guess maybe there's new information that I didn't know.
Neo on Twitter said, Andrew Tate reveals why he and Kanye had to stop associating with Sneako. He said, and I quote, the two biggest idols in his life, me and Ye, both cut him off. The constant betrayal.
The two biggest idols in his life, me and Ye, both cut him off.
And you know that Sneako was glazing the hell out of Kanye and Andrew Tate at the same time. Once again,
two biggest idols in his life, both, when they spent time with him, had to cut him off. There's a common denominator. Because the actions he undertakes, the snakery, the sneakiness, the constant betrayal, that's why he finds himself in the position he's in. Even the few friends he had.
Yo, but okay. It's easy for Andrew to go around naming all this shit, but he never actually says what happened.
Left, he's constantly warring with, insulting, trying to make content about in a negative way. It's his problem, it's not our problem. But I think it says a lot that both Ye and I had to cut him off.
And, you know, you can only imagine how Sneako responded to this entire situation. He said, this clown ratted me out on the PBD podcast, the Paul
Bet-David! Patrick Bet-David, not Paul, it's Patrick Bet-David.
David podcast, I believe it's called, and has been spiraling since. Manosphere hates him for apologizing over a song. Muslims don't respect him for siding with Tommy Robinson, the Epstein, I can't say that word, but it starts with a pro, and white nationalists despise the mulatto pimp. Now he's a Sneako clipper. Basically, Sneako's insinuating that he's using his name for clout. And in the comment section, oh my god, someone said, look at me, I'm the top G now with this, I think it's photoshopped photo of Sneako. Is this real or not? I don't know, man. I wouldn't be, listen, be honest, Sneako used to be a model, right? So he was into all this extra sparkly, bedazzled, zesty affairs. Another person commented below saying, you guys did the meme with Sneako and Andrew Tate fighting. Two parts fighting, they say. Okay. Another person said, Sneako, you literally made your brand following Tate's advice. Now you're going to backstab him and pretty much anyone else, including Nick. Now you're going against him because he quote unquote ratted you out. Bruh, you're not a tough street/prison person. The term ratted me does not apply here. Another person said, well, at least Sneako got a month worth of content out of Ye, while Andrew Tate is too much of a P word to drop his podcast with him. And I guess they're referring to this this video right here where Sneako was seen collaborating on Kanye's new album. Apparently it was removed though, but here he was doing his thing. There it is.
And yeah, I see all the lights, and damn, she finds you want all the time.
Excuse me, what's happening, bro? Why would he take it off? What's happening right now? Yo, there's a deeper secret lurking in the background here, guys. There's a deeper secret lurking in the background.
All my time, goodbye.
Well, let's stop that. People in the comment section are now saying, sounds like an effing retard at that. Kanye really gave him the 15 minutes of fame and then took back 14 of them. I just gotta say, I mean, it didn't sound that bad, let's be honest. It was audible, it was bearable, you know, I could listen to it, you know, without potentially getting a headache. Another person said, N-word's a leech and Kanye knows to get his grifter ass away from his shit. Here we have this one clip that says, Nick Fuentes says Kanye West hates Sneako. For this reason here.
I always like when Sneako talks about how like Kanye like chewed him out, like kicked him off the team.
Ye hates him.
Dude, because
he's like an AI language model.
Yeah,
in the sense that like it's not actually conscious or thinking. It's just like predicting what sounds the most correct based on like approval or disapproval. You know?
Exactly.
Wait a minute. Did they just call this man a bot? They're calling Sneako a digital bot. And the crazy thing about all this is that it was not too long ago where Andrew Tate actually suggested that.
But this was also, if you look at the grift that Sneako was doing, you could call it a grift if you guys want. I'm not necessarily saying it's a grift, but the internet as a whole, they claim it to be a grift, is the conversion to Islam. The reverting to Islam, they say it was a grift. Listen, check this out. Let's just have a chat one-on-one real quick. If you understand what it means to make content, you live and die by the views and relevancy that you have, right? Like this becomes your whole life now. And as somebody who is literally in the shit right now firsthand, there's a lot of moments where the content I start to create is tailored based on whatever the item of the jour is, item of the day, whatever the hot trend is, right? So I'm covering things regarding the Iran war and educating myself on the subject, mainly because I know it brings views. As stupid as that sounds, that's the truth behind it, right? Skin me alive if you want. But if you look at Sneako, wouldn't someone that makes money off of views follow the same road? It's not like I'm some sort of content genius, but what was it? The red pill, and then Islam, and then we don't even know what now. I guess just snaking everybody to. So I don't know. I'm not saying per se that these are the facts. This is all allegedly in my opinion, but it's just an interesting look when you have to look at how content creators move. Hey, everyone's looking for a bag, and sometimes getting involved with people or doing this, we all know it's all just for the clout. If your numbers aren't up, you're not collaborating with certain people. So, hey guys, I don't know. I haven't crossed that road yet, but if I come to that road where I start grifting, well, I guess we already talked about grifting the Iran war, so.
He goes gay, and that he had a crazy homoerotic obsession with him?
He was obsessed with me. And I thought he just wanted to be famous, and that turned out to be a homosexual obsession.
Nah, I just gotta say, what could possibly trigger Andrew Tate to say some outlandish shit like this? But it gets even worse.
To come, he came there and started acting really fruity and really weird. He started telling me that he had this cuck thing that was exposed. He had this big cuck scandal, and he asked me what I think about cucking and if it's normal to explore your sexuality and if I've ever tried it. And I said, look, I'm older than you, bro, and I've never tried that. I don't think that's.
Now, I just gotta say, Sneako, if these allegations are true, brother, and you were out here having questions for Andrew Tate regarding cuckism and homoerotic obsessions with him because you idolized him, then that's kind of weird.
And they start saying, isn't it normal just to try new things? Don't you think it's normal to be curious? How do you know if you're really gay or not unless you've tried being gay? And then I realized he was coming on to me.
Oh my God, bro. And then he what?
And then I realized he was coming on to me.
He was coming on to him. Hey man, I really don't know what to make of this. In the comments, someone said, turns out both are gay. Hey, if they swing that way, I got nothing else to say. And by the way, for those of you who are watching on Spotify, please be sure to head on over to Maury in the Morning, follow the page, and rate the show 5 stars. That would be very much appreciated. But of course, now Sneako has responded to the allegations. And of course, this was from a few weeks ago, but given the revelation of this new video that just popped up today, I think you guys pretty much need this type of context.
So you're gonna spend 5 minutes, what are you gonna say? You're gonna call me gay? That's what you got, that's the big reveal? Years of threatening to end my careers, you're gonna call me gay? Bring up fake pictures and then leaked images that I sent a girl when I was 17 years old? You're gonna tell your clippers to post underage pictures of me? 1, that's a crime, and 2, half of those things are fake. Then people are gonna say, oh, you did gay porn. I didn't do, but half of these are fake, and the other ones were sent and leaked, and people, they face consequences for that. Obviously, it's embarrassing. I don't want to keep talking about it. It's over 10 years ago. Not my best moment. Not proud of that. Yeah, did I think that girl was going to leak it? No, it is what it is.
And yeah, as for the footage that he's referring to, guys, I'm not entirely sure. I've not seen anything of the sort. But yet again, Sneako's cuck history is coming back to bite him in the ass. Someone said, no, but you literally consciously allowed your girl to get effed by another man. Jesus Christ. Another person said, half of these are fake. Half? Oh yeah, that's...
Well, like, that doesn't make the situation any better, dude. What the fuck do you mean by that?
The chat also posted this in the comment section.
Have you ever looked at a person of the same sex and felt attracted in a sexual way? I'm gonna say, chat, we're being honest. We're being honest. It's happened.
Hey, well, you guys are free to make of that.
Hey, there's nothing wrong. Listen, be as open as you want, I guess. Right?
What you will. Again, I am only just showing you.
Right? Be as open as you want, guys. Oh, well, I'm gonna go watch a Sneako stream. All right, I'll catch you guys later.